Okay, it says we're live. This is my first time ever doing this, so I'm just gonna give it a couple seconds because I wanna make sure the video is actually going right now. So if it's working, I'm Steph, I'm the Secret Slob, and I'm at the end of a 10-day routine refresh where I just took 10 days to get my house back on track using flylady system and a few other things I've added in. So welcome to my channel. I have dressed up for you guys because I wanted to, oh, here we go. People are here. Hi. So I dressed up because I wanted to celebrate reaching 50,000 subscribers this week. And I want to say thank you to you guys. This community is full of the most positive people ever. We never get negative comments on this channel, and it's just amazing. I always see you guys lifting up each other in the comments and sending me positive messages, and I just really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Wearing my Canadian tuxedo to celebrate the end of the routine refresh and hitting 50,000 subscribers. Super exciting. So let's get started. Clearly it's working. People are on here. I do have a couple questions I just wanted to address from the people who live in Europe. I know I'm on like the last time zone in the world, so most people in Europe are asleep and they were feeling bad they had to miss out. So I just want to quickly get to those. And it's probably very similar to what a lot of people want to know. So one thing everybody wanted to ask was about my kids and my husband. And so they said, does your husband appreciate the work you have put into getting the house clean? And I think that the tone of this question and a lot of questions like this is, you know, as if I was cleaning the house to clean up after my husband and my kids. Not the case. I was the secret slob. I am the slob in this house, and my husband did pretty much all the cleaning before I got my act together, and he was cleaning up after me all the time. So he does appreciate that I am now pulling my weight because it was a serious point of contention in our marriage, and you know, just it didn't make it very nice to live in this house, me being so messy. So yes, he really appreciates it. The other one about kids, I still feel like it's crazy having kids, or is that just life with kids? Are my standards too high? Being 15 minutes away from being company ready just seems like an impossible goal. So for that one, I just want to say, you know, it depends on your standards, what your company ready standards are. If you have little kids, no one's going to come over and expect to not see a single toy. The whole point is just to make it easier for yourself to quickly pick up as best as you can. Yeah, when you have little kids, things are still gonna get crazy and wild, and you know, my house gets nuts. My best advice for that is something my grandma told my mom, who told me in the afternoon, just let the kids, or all day, just let the kids kind of run wild, do what they're doing, and then pick a time to clean up. That way you don't feel like you're just constantly running after them, picking up after them. It's just, you know, not the way to do it. So just let them kind of play, obviously within reason, and then pick up at one final time. Hello, fellow Canadians and Ohio and Virginia. This is so awesome. I think I like this live thing. Okay, so yeah, how long does it take you to get all the routines done during the day? So for me, 1 hour, 1.5 hours max. And that's because I use the timer, and when the time is up, I stop. And I hope that's what you are doing too, because there's no point in just cleaning all day long. You'll just drive yourself crazy. So do what you can in an hour, I recommend, and good enough. And then if you do an hour every day, you're avoiding doing that like massive 6-hour power marathon clean that just burns you out, and you don't want to clean for the rest of the week, and then you have to do it again the next weekend. So just keep it up. Okay, so let's start with the chat questions. How do I find managing 3 children? What is my schedule look like? And baby recommendations. Okay, so 3 children is actually, I'm finding it easier than when I made the transition from 1 to 2. And I think it's because my older girls can play together and entertain themselves. And I have a very, you know, set up routine and schedule now. And so my 3rd baby has just kind of fallen right into place with us. So that's awesome. My schedule is kind of here and there. I mostly just try to keep it really low key. I have tiny kids. They don't go to school. So we don't have a ton of stuff we need to schedule around. As long as my cleaning gets done and everybody's happy, that's our schedule. 2 to 3 is easier than 1 to 2 in my experience too. Okay. Oops. Sorry. This is my first time. Recommended baby gear. Just warm clothes, blankets. We don't go outside when it's -50. What does my husband think about flylady? He likes it. I mean, he definitely does some of the routine things, and he's not a kind of a person that can be told what to do, but he kind of has fallen into the pattern, and he shines up the sink, and then if he does something later in the night, he'll say, oh, sorry, I messed up your sink. It's fine. As long as it got done one time that day. Okay, who's cooler, you or your sister? My sister asked that. Well, come on. Easy question, Jill. My sister is actually pretty cool. You should check out her channel, Plastic Free Fam. She has gone totally plastic free, and it's kind of amazing, and I'm super impressed. Okay, so moving on. How do you stay motivated? Yeah, that's a big one. I wrote down the answer here. How do you stay motivated? Well, I guess I don't like, how do I stay motivated? I don't really like cleaning. So the motivation is the timer. I know that all I have to do is 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 15 minutes and it's done, and I don't have to do that major clean on the weekend. So I stay motivated by knowing a little bit gets me a lot in the long term. Please explain your laundry method. I made a laundry video and I'm gonna post it probably next. I don't fold clothes. This was my very cool sister's idea. She said, because I said to her, I'm just sick of folding these kids' clothes. It's driving me crazy. All I do is fold them and they mess them up. And oh my gosh, it was just driving me nuts. And so she said, and another person just asked, what am I doing with my word of the year? Simplify. So she said, hey, simplify. Don't fold your kids' clothes. Why do they need to be folded? My little girls wear tights all the time. Those aren't going to be wrinkly once you put them on your body. Pajamas don't really need to be folded. The key to the no folding method is to not have too many clothes, so you're having to shove them in drawers. You want to just be able to look through the clothes and have them nice and loose in there, and they actually don't get that wrinkly. I do hang up shirts and blouses, and I fold my towels because I like them to be stacked in the drawer, otherwise they get kind of crazy. But yeah, my kids' clothes, and if I wear tights or like tight shirts, those don't get folded because what's the point? They really don't need to. Okay, I saw a question go by. How long did it take me to declutter before I felt like my house was decluttered? The decluttering process never ends, unfortunately. I mean, I did that 30-day massive decluttering project where I really dedicated a lot of time to it, and that made a huge difference and definitely got a foothold, and I knew where to start from there. So I recommend, just working on it every single day because it really is a process that's never going to end. Unfortunately, things are always coming into the house, so they need to always be leaving the house. Minimal Mom doesn't fold. You aren't on my own. Okay, and I love Minimal Mom. She's awesome. I love her theory about getting rid of kids' toys, which I'm super tempted to do and feel kind of guilty about, but I want to do it. Okay, so do I feel my routine is easier in colder weather when daylight is shorter? For sure. In the summertime, I just want to be outside all the time. I don't want to be inside cleaning. And so, yes, I don't want to do it as much, and it's easier in the winter, but we're also outside more in the summer. And so my kids aren't inside making a big mess. I try to have picnics outside, even just in the yard or at a park, and then they're not eating lunch in the house and spilling all over the place. So the more time spent outside is the less time making a mess inside my house. Kids bickering while you do your routines. How do you deal? Yeah, okay. So I think that the perception might be that my kids, sit quietly while I get my routines done. And that's probably how it looks when I film. But I tried to make this last series, pardon me, more realistic because my kids are there with me as I do things. And if we have to stop and get a drink of water or go to the bathroom, we stop. And so sometimes the timer kind of just gets filled up with kids things, and that's okay. The point is that I'm in the habit of starting it again every single day. Did you say you were aiming for 100,000 steps? Yes, I'm still gonna do the 100,000 step day. Well, I'm gonna try to do the 100,000 step day. I need to do an update on my 20 for 2020. When I had the new baby in January, I just really felt like my yearly goals had to be put on the back burner, but I'm back at them now. And my friend and I that is going to do the 100,000 steps with me, we're discussing it the other day, and we are so excited to get started. When did you decide to go from decluttering to zone cleaning? That is an awesome question. Zone cleaning is something I'm going to start next. I'm going to do another series. We did one last year, and it was really popular and everybody really enjoyed following along, and I liked doing it. It's really good motivation for me. So I'm going to do another zone cleaning series right away. What I did was I did the 30 days of decluttering based on my method of choosing the areas that drive me the most crazy in my home. So I chose 30 areas that drove me crazy, decluttered those, and then I started zone cleaning. With zone cleaning, you do a little bit of decluttering as you do the zone cleaning. So say you're cleaning out a bathroom drawer, you declutter it quickly and then wipe it out. But because you're doing it all the time, it's easier and easier. Just like the Swish and Swipe stays easy because you keep doing it. Hi, friend. There's my friend Chelsea. She did the thrift store haul with me. So yay, she's here. Okay, so I severely struggle with motivation. Do you have any suggestions? So what I said was, remind yourself that it's only 2 minutes or 5 minutes and you're done. And the second thing I wanted to say was find an accountability partner or some source of accountability for yourself. Maybe you say, after I'm going to do this for a week or 30 days, I'm going to buy myself something I really want, or I'm going to, go treat myself to something that I really like to have, like a massage or a pedicure. Or in my case, I started this YouTube channel for accountability. I said, I need to get my house together, and I saw Diana Denmark was doing it, and how Jen does it, and the Minimal Mom, and I love those channels, and I thought, well, I'll just do my own little channel, and who cares if nobody watches it? I'll feel accountable to making the videos to keep on going, and so I'm accountable to this channel. So I recommend, sharing with social media, sharing with a friend, start your own YouTube channel if you want to. It's been so much fun for me, and shockingly, pleasantly surprising at how many people have jumped on board, and I feel like not alone for the first time ever, when I always felt like I was the only person who could not get it together behind the scenes. Any tips for decluttering a messy makeup counter? Do you have a drawer you could put it in? Or I keep all of my makeup in a plastic bin from the dollar store, and then I keep it up high on a shelf. The reason for that is because my kids get into my makeup and then it gets all ruined. So yeah, put it in a little container, maybe a cute one, or they have like really nice little makeup organizers you can get too. Sorry, when I try to do the weekly home blessing, it takes me well over an hour. Really awesome question. Okay, so the weekly home blessing, just remember, it's not about getting everything done. It's about working for 10 minutes consistently once a week. And we're just doing high traffic areas. So I have a really big house. So I think if I can just stop after 10 minutes, you guys can do that too. You might have like a massive, humongous house, way bigger than mine, but 10 minutes and call it good, and you're going to do it next week because it's only 10 minutes. If every week you're finding yourself having to spend an hour mopping or vacuuming, unless that's really your thing, you're probably not going to want to do it again. So 10 minutes and quit. That's the habit you have to really strive for, is just quitting after that 10 minutes or that 5 minutes. What is my least favorite task? Oh, mopping, for sure mopping. And cleaning my shower. If you've ever seen my cleaning my shower video, yeah, cleaning my shower, I avoid it like the plague. And my husband actually did it last time because I just couldn't. 10 minutes, so weekly home blessing, 10 minutes for each of the 6 tasks. And quite frankly, mirrors and garbages, unless you have, 15 mirrors, shouldn't even take 10 minutes. So if you want, you can roll some of that time over into mopping and dusting if you want, or you could just call it quits early, which is usually what I do. Okay. Are there any bigger cleaning tasks that you wish you had tackled before becoming pregnant? Yeah, like I was really disappointed I didn't get more yard stuff set up last year, my garden beds and just getting my yard looking nice, but I had no energy for that. So everything got put on hold. My husband's a doer too, so anything I told him to do, he just did. Any advice for hard water in the shower? Oopsies. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry, I think it went sideways there. Advice for hard water in the shower, vinegar or just spraying it after every shower. I don't know, like I'm not really a cleaning expert. I'm more of a getting myself from a complete slob to normal person expert-ish. What is your favorite task? Is there something you look forward to doing? I really like the hotspot every night because it's only 2 minutes and it really gives me a sense of accomplishment. And the other one, the one I really like the most and the one I have never quit since day one is making my bed. I love that because I love getting into a made bed. It takes me 1 minute in the morning and really just feels like something got done and my room looks way better for it. How do you know when you're ready to start zone cleaning? So the Fly Lady says zone cleaning, the Fly Lady says zone cleaning, you can't clean clutter. So she always says declutter first. And like I say, just try your best to declutter all of your main areas. And then I say, just go for it. Just do your best. That's all. One thing I wanted to quickly show you, everyone keeps asking about this, is my little chart. So I pulled it off my cupboard. So this is my cleaning chart with all of my routine stuff. So this is just the basic stuff. I swear, if you just stick to these things, you'll be good. So I do have a control journal too. That's this, and it's got more detailed stuff. Like there's from when we were doing the accountability challenge in the fall. But I just like this, keeps it super simple. You don't have to keep opening a binder all the time. Although I do like to have the binder for all my stuff. Sorry. Here we go. I have to keep bending down. Okay, maybe you already talked about this, but how do you combat perfectionism? Right. So a lot of the reason I started the Fly Lady process, and let me start at the beginning. A few years ago, for my whole life, I was a total perfectionist. I cared way too much about what everybody thought. I cared way too much about looking perfect and being perfect and everybody thinking I was perfect. And on the inside and back at home, things were a total mess. You know, my personal life was good. I have an amazing husband, but I just felt overwhelmed by everything. And it was a horrible way to be. And after I had my second daughter, I had some postpartum depression, just because I just, had a baby, but also I just didn't feel like I could get it together. And so my mom went on a big trip, and the day she came home, I phoned her in tears and said, please come help me. And she said, you got to just implement some routines, which is what she had done for her postpartum after she had me. And so I implemented the routines, and then I decided, that's it. I'm not dealing with overwhelm anymore. And I just kind of made the switch. I just decided I wasn't going to do it. It didn't matter if people thought I was perfect. They're going to like me for who I am. And same for you. If you feel like you need to be something for someone else, you don't. You just have to be yourself, and the right people will find you. So that's my best advice about that. Try not to get overwhelmed by other people, and just know that if you do a little bit every single day, it will all get done, and you'll just be able to celebrate something small every single day. I know you follow Diane in Denmark. Are you doing your 40-day declutter challenge? I'm not this time, but I love Diane in Denmark. She is my all-time favorite YouTuber. She is the inspiration for this channel, and I'm not doing it right now. I have way too much on my plate, but I think it's awesome, and I think everybody should be doing it, and I'm decluttering my own way. Okay, so I think I'm going to start wrapping up because I wanted to get to 20 minutes, and that felt pretty good. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on my first live. This was actually a ton of fun. If you would like me to do more lives in the future, we can pick a better time. This is just the kind of time that worked best for my husband this week. So let me know if you want me to keep doing lives. Maybe we can make it a more regular thing. And I would love to jump on here. I love answering your guys' questions, especially on math. I do read all of the comments, and I try my best to answer them in there. But if I don't get to them, just keep asking. I will try to get to it as best I can. Usually I'm answering questions in the middle of the night when I'm breastfeeding or I'm reading my books. So I think that's it for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on my routine refresh this week. It was a lot of fun. I feel so much better. I feel like I even I'm able to actually do my own hair. It was only 2 weeks. So I hope you found some success with the Fly Lady routine refresh. series that I did. And please stay with this channel because I'm going to keep going into zone cleaning, which has been highly requested, and my house badly needs it. So that's it for me today. I will talk to you very soon. Have a great day and a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.